I'm going to be previewing the NBA Finals, and at the end, I'll be giving my prediction for the NBA Finals. We have the Dallas Mavericks versus the Boston Celtics for the NBA Finals. Let's get into it. So, there are some points that I want to bring up. First, there isn't that many games versus these two, and they all came before the trade deadline, I believe, so I'm not going to be judging off the previous games because Dallas made a lot of moves with Gafford and PJ Washington, basically a whole different team. And the finals will start next week. There won't be any date to push it up, so we have to wait a week until NBA basketball is back, but I'm excited for the finals. This finals is probably one of the best finals since maybe 2019, 2016, 2021. Like, this has a great potential with the storyline of Kristaps Porzingis going back to the Mavericks and Kyrie Irving going back to versus the Celtics. So, very, very interesting finals. The people who are saying this finals is trash is incorrect. Both of these teams are really good. It's not like the last year where we knew the Nuggets would beat the Heat, or 2020 we knew the Lakers would beat the Heat most likely, or like the 2018-17 where we need the Warriors to win the Cavs. Even though Boston has a ton of good players, the Dallas Mavericks are a really good team to versus them. So I'll be talking about who will win and key points in this series. First, definitely perimeter defense for the Celtics. And for the Mavs, you want both stars to do well. Boston is a 3-point heavy team, so if they make a ton of threes, barrage, then the Mavericks could be out of the game quickly. But if they don't make a three, the Mavericks could definitely use that as an advantage, with Luka and Kyrie being two of the best players for offense. So definitely it's going to be hard for Mavericks to guard Luka. Now we've seen Jrue Holiday and Derek White go to the all-defensive second team. So they could be people who could guard Luka, but no one can actually guard Luka. He has been looking healthier every day, and he destroyed the Timberwolves, who, they switched Rudy Gobert to him a lot, but he destroyed the Timberwolves defense even if Rudy Gobert wasn't guarding him. Like Anthony Edwards, who's a really good defender, got cooked by Luka, and even Jaden McDaniels, an All-NBA defender, got cooked by Luka too. So Celtics definitely need a way to stop Luka Doncic in order to win. And for the Mavericks, a key is Kyrie Irving, because Luka is going to bring it every day, but Kyrie has been somewhat inconsistent recently in the playoffs. Like in the Timberwolves Game 4, he wasn't that good. And the OKC series, he wasn't too good, but they do have greater players to guard Kyrie, although Kyrie is one of the best offensive players in the world. Like Jrue Holiday and Derek White might be able to guard Kyrie better than guarding Luka Doncic. And for Luka and Kyrie, they can't really hunt for bad defenders, at least in the starting lineup, because all 5 of the players in the starting lineup are good defenders. Now, I don't know about Kristaps Porzingis' lateral speed, but he's probably better at defending Luka and Kyrie than Rudy Gobert, who's a little bit slower probably. And for the Mavericks, it's going to be definitely tougher to guard Celtics offense, because Celtics, they are insane at shooting threes. Everyone can shoot threes basically in their lineup except for the backup center. So they will have to guard 5 out probably a lot of times, and they haven't really done that. Maybe in the Thunder series, but versus the Timberwolves, they didn't do that, so that could give them problems, although they are a pretty good team. But I don't know if Gafford or Lively, who are pretty fast for centers, if they can guard the perimeter players as well. Now for the Celtics, their key to offense is definitely Jason Tatum. He has been up and down this playoffs as well. He did average around 30 in the playoffs versus the Pacers, but he was not that good versus the Cavs. And Jaylen Brown was doing better in the playoffs, Pacers series. So Jason Tatum needs to step up. Now they have Derrick Jones Jr. and PJ Washington guarding him, who are pretty decent defenders, but aren't necessarily lockdown defenders. Now they are kind of really good, but Tatum should be able to score sometimes on them. So we'll have to see. And then Jaylen Brown also has to do well in order for them to win. And then the role players. The Mavericks are probably the best lob team in the league. So that can help them with like players like Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford. But Celtics play a decently fast offense, and they play a lot outside of the paint. So Mavericks needs to somehow guard that. And for the Celtics, their bench depth is all right. Payton Pritchard, Sam Hauser, who has been struggling a little, and Al Horford. But Mavericks, their bench has also been okay. Now it's been pretty decent. Like Jaden Hardy did well. Derek Lively. And I'm saying that Mavericks bench is better than the Celtics. So Celtics, they need someone off the bench to do well. Because like Hauser hasn't been doing good. Payton Pritchard has been all right, but they need someone to do well off the bench, with the Mavericks having a pretty good bench as well. So my prediction ultimately is Celtics in 7 versus the Mavs, because Celtics just have a ton of more offensive pieces compared to the Mavericks. Players like Jrue Holiday, Derek White, Kristaps Porzingis could all score 20 in a game, along with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And even Al Horford has scored 20 a few times in this game series, playoffs, I mean. And then for the Mavericks, Luka and Kyrie are definitely going to be good. But besides that, they maybe have PJ Washington as a good scorer, but Derrick Jones Jr., Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively, they won't score as much. So I have the Celtics overpowering the Mavs defense, which has been good, but the Celtics offense is elite, and they just have so many sharpshooters who can shoot threes, defend, and they have the stars to win the championship. Yeah, that's basically it. You guys watching well.